Chillins, we're back with Super Macho Jedi Knight and Voice Guy. How are you, Voice Guy?
Doing good, how are you?
You're never really sure if you want to answer, are you? Are you just pouring the crumbs of saltines from a bag into your mouth? What are those?
Oyster cracker.
Oh, oyster! That's funny. Alright, kids. So, the very last bits of the Indomitus challenge are ready to go. I'm going to try to seal these bases a little bit with a little more glue. And then I'm claiming victory on these. Maybe. We'll see. It'll take a minute. You may notice a new camera setup. We worked extensively last night to try to figure this out.
Much to your chagrin.
Yeah, it was a little frustrating. So,
I was gonna say your picture's looking a little sharper today.
a whole lot sharper. All due to the tutelage of Voice Guy.
More like the prodding. I just told you what needed to be done. You did. And then I told you again, and then I told you again, and then you did. Looks good.
I think everyone understands now. You're the power behind the throne. They get it. Alright, we'll let that one dry and call it a day. So you think, well, I shouldn't phrase it like that. You feel that a good way to seal dirt on these things is with some highly diluted dishwater and PVC? Dish soap and PVC?
Yep.
PVA.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll have that available for the next round.
See, it's not even a lot of, if you can, I don't know if you can see the gradation in my bottle.
Yeah.
But it's not even a lot of glue compared to the water. And it separates quickly.
Anybody do anything interesting
Then
today?
you won't get flipped.
Won't get what?
Then you won't get flicks of dirt everywhere.
Ugh. It won't go away. I'm gonna hyperventilate doing this shit. Now I got a vacuum. Ugh, it's ridiculous. This is my fucking life, guys. So, they're done.
Trials and tribulations of a content creator.
Right? So, they're done. That phase is over. I mean, I'm not even gonna... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Do I see what I think I see?
You're not going to use the varnish? I thought you were going to put the varnish on.
No, that's what I'm looking at right now, what I forgot. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely correct. I don't remember ever having used this stuff before. No, I definitely never did. Where's my water? I wouldn't need to want that.
You can either, what kind is it? You can either spray it on or paint it on.
Well, I don't really feel like digging out the marital aid airbrush right now. Not for such a tiny, tiny, tiny job. So it's Model Master Acryl. 4636 flat clear matte transparent. Oh! Rust-Oleum bought testers?
Yep.
Huh. Fuck, you know about that. Hello, everyone.
I think they're folding them though.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're folding. That's why I got nostalgic when you opened up your sanding plastic papers.
I remembered to put the right insignia on the sergeant.
Right.
Because for a minute there... come on, get on there, Jack.
And you put the pointy arrow on his left shoulder, right?
As you're facing him, the left. His right. You remember.
Where is left?
Where is right?
Where is left?
Where is right? We pulled out the rule book the other day, remember?
Just doing some psychological warfare.
But I remember, don't I? And that's that. That is truly that this time. It is completely that this time. Oh my god, my day was so boring.
Another slow day?
They're all going to be slow for a while. I mean, it's only going to get worse the closer we get to Christmas. I'm going to see if I can get 2 full weeks off. There's going to be so little to do. Better ask about that tomorrow, though.
Or you could do what I used to do when I was in the Army. I used to take my leave the 2 weeks before Christmas, and then I would volunteer to work during Christmas, but things were always so slow I'd often get sent home.
That could be a double-edged sword in this job. Oh, I forgot that I have skulls. Should I place skulls on the bases as well?
You're getting that sound effect warning again.
Yeah, I know. I've taken it out of everywhere, and I've turned it off in the extensions manager, but I don't know why it keeps coming back. I guess I'll re-glue Palatine here. Working on her. Did I open this one? Is this the open one yet? Yep, that is absolutely the open one. I wish we had something to talk about.
Did you see the Aeronautica Imperialis for the Necrons, like the 60 million year old fighters?
Did.
They look like new Battlestar Galactica Cylons.
Yes, they do. Even more so than they previously did.
Oh, I didn't know what they looked like before. That's my first time seeing them. I didn't even know they had aerial units.
Yeah, they're the tank equivalent. They're called Doom Scythes. If this glue ever sets, it'll be fine. I just like to sound like an idiot. I'll start fixing these poor Paragon suits I crippled last night.
You crippled them last night?
Yeah, I squeezed them a little too hard, and one of each leg popped off.
Oh, damn! Except the broken leg is worse on a sister than a Necron. A Necron can keep crawling.
What was that horrifying noise? No, stay still. Stay still, stay up. Stay up, my dear. What is all that noise you're making?
There we go.
Yes, I broke the poor thing. I broke the poor thing's leg right off. I just opened this thing. I just put it aside, and I still don't know which one I actually opened. On the plus side, I finally made enough dough in Pokemon Go to get new storage.
Is it real world money or game money?
It's game money. I keep wanting these legs to be absolutely perfect and straight. I keep forgetting they're in slight poses, and also they don't have to just stand on their own. They're going on a base in which they're going to be glued. So I can put them in any form I want. That actually worked. Yeah, see, this is why it's working. You're right. It's got to be the paint. I admit it. I'll always admit when I'm wrong.
Eventually.
What matters is that I do, baby.
Yeah, but if I died overnight, you'd be like, damn, I didn't tell him he was right about my camera angle and my gluing technique. That's a lot to carry around with yourself.
I'll just have to figure out how to live with it. Come on. Oh yeah, because the sections with just primer, that thing's set fast. Yep, there it goes. Let those set forever. And we'll talk about painting this. The one I didn't break. Alright, so this is a double flamer. Her assembly's nearly done except for the swords. Ah, crap, where'd the swords go? Oh, that's what I heard fall earlier. Alright, well, forget the swords for the night. Because they're now underneath and behind the hobby table. Well, no, I'm going to make that gold, actually. Everything's gold. Everything's gold. These guys, everything's gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Remember that one?
Nope.
Ah, Yukon Cornelius, man. The Rudolph special with the Bumble.
Oh, gotcha.
Not a big fan, were you?
Ages since I saw that. Oh no, it's just been ages since I saw it. Just been ages.
Man, ain't nobody showing up today. What's going on? That's where I put that stupid fucking pen. I swear to God, I am such a dip sometimes. Well, I'm gonna have to clean the hell out of this. No, the tip is starting to fray. This thing was $4. Are you serious? Ain't nobody come by yet? Krieg Sanjuj. Krieg Sanjuj. That's Warsuit in German, apparently.
Clear your throat.
I was trying to determine how to say Paragon Warsuit in German. That's not it. That is fake. That is all the fake.
Volkswagen.
No. Paragon Warsuit. Paragon Krieg Sanjuj. Krieg Sanjuj. Sanjuj. Krieg Sanjuj. SANZUGE. Zuge. Krieg Sanjuj. Ah, come on! Fucking German. It's just possible I have too much water in this gold.
My poor dad was here all day waiting for my computer, but
It had to be signed for, or you just didn't want it stolen?
both.
It didn't show up, huh?
Yeah, it says by the end of the day, but FedEx is usually one of the earlier carriers around here, except for the post office that goes around at like 6:30 in the morning sometimes.
Really? Oh, I was reading this new comic. Haha. Speaking of things that happened in Tacoma. So I was reading, not a new comic, but new to me comic that a pal of mine gave me. And he didn't talk about it, so I'm wondering if he hated it as much as I did. Right? So, it's called The Undiscovered Country. And it's about America.
Star Trek 6?
Nope. 6 was the apology. But the premise is that something really strange happened in America, and within 7 years, they literally built a wall around the entire country, abandoned Hawaii and Alaska, and cut off all communications of all types. No signals getting in and out, no internet, nothing. They recalled all their citizens and all their military forces. And for 60 years...
Did Trump get reelected?
And for 60 years, the rest of the world had no idea what happened. Then finally a signal gets out.
The man in the high castle?
Nope. It's weird. I didn't finish the story, but what I think is going to happen is they developed some kind of time warp. Not so much a machine, probably, but some kind of warp that makes time go faster inside the cut-off area. And the entire country has factionalized and it's gone post-apocalyptic. But the whole point of bringing that up was that one of the what they do a lot these days is they jump you into a story and then they give you a few pages and then they'll say, but 3 days earlier, which just drives me up the fucking wall. I hate that kind of storytelling. It kills me. It's like, just...
So they do that shit on TV too now.
Just start the story 3 days earlier, you douchebag. But apparently, a lot of the beginning, early parts of the story happen in, quote, a secret base outside of Tacoma. And I'm thinking, I've been to Tacoma. There's just other towns outside of it. Just say it's in the other town.
A secret base, or the one the 2 bases you can see from the highway.
Right? How about one of those? But I mean, a lot of the concepts are interesting, but it's written by, it's dual written. It's written by Scott Snyder and Charles Soule. And I like Charles Soule a lot. His Daredevil was really fucking good. His take on She-Hulk, trying to be a lawyer again, was really good. His Star Wars is really good. So, I mean, as far as you can say it with somebody you never met, I trust Charles Soule. I trust him to do a decent story. But the guy he's writing it with, I absolutely despise as a storyteller. Hey, somebody actually came by.
What a weird combo.
It is, isn't it? Apparently they're good pals, but I mean, and I've always followed the one guy on Twitter because for a while there I didn't despise him. I just thought he had goofy ideas about what he was doing with Batman. So, I mean, I can tell he's a decent guy. I just really don't like what he does in the stories.
Are they as good of friends as Michael Avon Homing and Brian J.L. Glass?
It's hard to be sure. But,
I just pulled those names out of my ass.
yeah. You're right, though. You could also have said Brian Bendis and Oming. They've done even more work together than Glass.
I just remember podcasts.
Yeah. I wish we could have got Oming on there.
You just would have ruled.
I'd have got it together eventually. But this other guy that I don't like, and anybody watching who's read Batman in the last few years will know exactly what I'm talking about. But he uses the weirdest regional phrases for things. Like in one of his stories, he was talking about like Pam cooking spray.
Yeah.
But he called it cooking blocker. And I've literally asked everyone I know, every time I remember it, if they have any idea what the fuck cooking blocker is. And they're all like, no, what the hell are you talking about? Cooking blocker? So apparently, Pam cooking spray is good for fucking deterring witches who live in trees.
Never knew.
What?
Never knew that.
Yeah, nobody ever knew that because it's fucking weird.
I'll go get some and spray the trees around my house to keep the evil spirits away.
No, not evil spirits, witches.
Oh, damn it. Well, Selma Hayek has a house around here somewhere.
What?
Maybe it'll keep her away.
The last thing I want is to keep Salma Hayek away.
I don't know. I hear she's weird, and it's like the property's used by some cult or something.
What? Where did you hear such a weird thing? A cult?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that shit around here.
You know what? If it's the cult of keeping Salma Hayek happy any way I can, sign me up. Where's the Kool-Aid? Pencil? What is this, 1980? 1980?
I'm drawing on my base. Where the foot? Sorry.
Anybody else here yet? Come on, man, we're trying here. I'm thinking up all kinds of things to talk about. But yeah, this guy, he understands how to construct a story, but his dialogue is awfully friggin' weird at times. And he uses those weird regionalisms like cooking blocker, and it's like you have to take yourself out of the panel, out of the word balloon, and you have to think, what the fuck does cooking blocker mean? Because it's such an odd phrase, it throws you straight out of the story.
No shit.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Red.
It's going to be interesting getting those to touch up. Alright, let's talk about this weapon. This one is a double flamer. But, like all Argent Shroud weapons, the housing is going to be Mephiston red. You know what I found out yesterday?
What's that?
The subway up on Route 80 in North Brantford, across from that liquor store,
I believe.
Country Paint and Hardware, across from them.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know there was a subway down there.
Well, there ain't no more.
Did it burn down?
No, I'm guessing that either they just closed because of lack of business, or maybe somebody caught something, or, I don't really know how much business they were doing, but, I was there, every other month or so. It wasn't super frequent, but they were nice guys in there. They always had a smile. They always said hello. They were never, the fuck you want on your sandwich, man? They weren't like, they were never rude.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, the sign itself, it said Subway is just plain gone. Even just driving by, you can tell that everything in it is stripped and gone. It's terrible. I hope they didn't lose anybody to COVID. Because it seemed to be largely a family operation.
Oh, like a franchise?
Yeah. Oh no. This piece didn't connect as well as I thought it did. I'm going to have to fill that in with glue or something. I almost fell to temptation and went to the comic store yesterday.
Just say no, like Nancy Reagan said.
Right? Sometimes you got to step back.
Where's your local comic book store now?
It's not really very local at all. It's down by Yale Rep.
In New Haven?
Yep.
Holy shnikes.
Well, I mean, it is a pain in the ass, especially because of the parking. It makes me laugh because I overstayed my parking welcome there once, and the Yale police tried to ticket me. And I'm like, I ain't a fucking student. You don't have any kind of ticketing fucking authority on me, okay, buddy? Bye. Have a good life.
Yeah, no, they're sworn law enforcement.
Seriously?
Yep.
Get the fuck out.
And the Yale New Haven Hospital police, at least when I was there, are sworn too.
Wow. I had no idea. Well, how did I get away with that ticket then? They gave it to me and nothing ever happened. I never paid it.
Don't know. Or it'll come back to bite you next time you get pulled over for failure to pay.
Oh no, dude, this was like 20 years ago. Somebody would have noticed by now. I've had 3 different cars since then. Somebody would have stopped me from registering. Damn, how am I going to get in there? Shit, I knew I should have done these weapons before I attached them.
Oops.
What are you oopsing? I know what I've done when I've said oops. What are you doing saying oops there?
Oh, I almost forgot to block off one of the holes.
Oops.
In the base.
Yeah, that's an oops.
Because I didn't want the glue leaking out.
All right. And now that looks like cherry Kool-Aid. Where's my lead belcher? Does everybody like the new camera setup? That is. Anyone? Anyone like it?
At the behest of your marketing consultant.
Lead belcher. You see all these new socials that the nephew made for me, this little image here? You dig these?
Yeah, they look good.
Up in this corner here.
They look good. Fills in the blank nice.
You know, it never occurred to me that I could just open up the large image even further. And just I wonder if this lead belcher's getting old. That's too much. You ever watch 30 Rock?
Yeah.
It's such a good show. I still use a couple of Tina Fey's lines to this day. I'm particularly fond of, I'm going to go talk to some food about this. Gonna make those brassy coppery.
What in the copper balls are you talking about?
These flamethrower spigots, I guess. Just like with the excuse me. Just like with the meltas. Because they spew out heat. Infernal heat. Where the fuck was there? I twisted her around and completely forgot what the frig I was painting. So did anyone here have an interesting day?
Well, yes, Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Oh, you know all those, have you noticed all those, announcements about Chris Pratt with all these jobs he's taken?
No, I just know he's doing a lot of voice work.
Yeah, there was another movie or two he was in as well, but I saw a meme today where it was like, Disney announces Chris Pratt casting as Mary in new Poppins movie. Michael Rooker crestfallen. That amused the hell out of me. No, not Balthazar gold. That's not going to work. Hachette copper is what I need. Holy crap, it's 10 of 8 already? Jesus.
My terrain mix is pebble heavy. I gotta add more flock to it. This is like the third time I've used this mix, so I think all the flock came up to the top, and I ended up using it. Good.
So if I ever finish the pile of shame, famous last fucking words right there.
You gotta stop adding to it.
I know! That's why it's shameful.
Well, now you got the airbrush, you should be able to look.
Things will go more quickly. And here's the thing. I've got all the sisters now. As soon as I find my Imagifier, and I won't have any more sisters to do. And for my Tau, I've only got an XV88 suit and the Get Started box. And I've got experience with the Fire Warriors already, so that's not going to be any big deal. I can figure I can lay off the Marines for a year or so once the challenge is done.
We decided we're going to wait for the next phase 8 until December when I get back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so no more IC2C for a while after this phase. So we'll just be talking and building. There's plenty of other stuff to do.
I can finish my McFarlane Necron.
Yeah. Who will never compete with my McFarlane Battle Sister. Alright, and that's excellent. That looks pretty good. That'll take a nice, yeah, one of those. I don't know what I'm saying. I actually don't need to do, I mean, I've got a good army to work with sisters-wise here. And you guys watching would know that if you'd gone over to my Instagram and seen the wondrous displays I've made of my sister's army. I got a Celestian squad, a Dominion squad, a Retributor squad, and 2 regular Battle Sister squads. Plus, I've got a couple of the special ones, like Tariana Palos and the commemorative ones.
Commemorative sisters?
Yep. They're just regular sisters, though, so technically I use those as sergeants. Because they don't actually have any extra abilities or auras or anything. They're just slightly better average troops.
I always get an aura with my migraines.
Oh, you know an interesting thing I found out? I don't know if you... I don't know what you might know about this. There's a thing called a... what is it? Ocular migraine?
Behind your eyes?
Yeah. It's where you get these weird little... Oh, too much in there. What do you call them? You get this weird little artifact in your eye. It starts out very small in the middle of your vision, and then it expands in a great circle. And there's no real pain. It's just you see this weird shit in your eye.
Sounds like a floater.
Well, floaters don't move. I mean, floaters move, but floaters don't come and go. It's almost like you're looking at a kaleidoscope, but the kaleidoscope is just a ring rather than the entire thing you're seeing.
Are you playing with mushrooms?
I hate mushrooms. Every time HelloFresh gives me mushrooms, I give them the Chris.
Maybe you were playing with the LDS.
Nope. Don't know where to get it. And don't think I didn't notice that Star Trek 4 reference. Yeah,
That's what I was going for.
he was at Berkeley. He did a little too much LDS in the 60s. LDS? Yeah. No, I'm from Iowa. I only work in outer space. A guy like James fucking Kirk is from goddamned Iowa. How do you imagine that?
Maybe in a couple of years, it's a cool place to live.
Maybe. You gonna make it?
Oh yeah.
I may have to put this one on the... I may have to put all of these on the base, because I keep touching things I just painted.
I was thinking of names for podcasts or a YouTube channel or something, and I was thinking austerity naming.
Peripheral vision, maybe? I'm just playing with you. You look it up, yeah, ocular migraine. You'll see. They'll show you a mock-up of what it looks like. You must have an ophthalmologist on site, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one in the rheumatology department. And then there's two whole departments still alive.
Man, this is not going to work. This is going to end up irritating. Dang it, there it goes.
Maybe I'll do some Star Wars Legion during our hiatus.
Ah, that's a good idea. I haven't bought any yet because I got too much stuff. Because I'm an idiot.
I got a Joker on vacation minifig I can finish.
Got a what on vacation?
Joker.
Like the Crown Prince of Crime?
Yeah, there's here. Oh shit, there's a space marine standing on step. There he is.
Your video froze. I can't.
Oh shit. Hello. And we're back.
Ah, yes, very good. Ah, look at that. From Killing Joke, even.
He's got a camera and
Yeah, that's the version from Killing Joke.
I haven't seen it since it was in the theaters.
Came out in '88.
No, the movie in like 20 something.
I think it was 18, wasn't it?
Yeah, that sounds about right. The girl I went with had really bad arthritis.
Oh man.
No.
Did she retire?
Look at the camera. No, look at the camera.
What?
Really bad arthritis.
Did it keep her from wandering around her huge tracts of land? I should have done all this crap pre-assembly.
That's how I do it.
I do a large chunk of it pre-assembly, but Oh, you know what? Oh, hello.
But
My Argent Shrouds are going to look better than ever before. Because this metal color that I use for it, it's air. Yay. It'll be so much smoother when I use it in my airbrush. You keep fizzling out when you talk.
well, I said it's dark out.
Oh, it's been dark for ages. What are you talking about?
It's only 6 o'clock. This computer better get here today.
You're going to spend the rest of the night playing with that, aren't you?
Now I gotta quit.
I know, no. I would. It's not a blame. No shame.
I'm gonna start downloading. I'm gonna download that Guardians of the Galaxy video game. And I'll put Squadrons, and Battlefront on it again.
Ha Do you play Battlefront with people or solo?
People,
Ugh.
it's just a free-for-all shoot 'em up. What do you mean, Dick?
The majority of my experience with strangers and shooters is not good.
When was the last time you played a shooter with a stranger?
Years ago, anyway. That's why I don't do it anymore.
Get back on that horse. I just play the free-for-alls. There's like groups of 5. We don't even talk. We just all run in the same direction and start shooting shit.
Maybe one day.
I like playing with the people because I think it's easier than playing against the AI by yourself.
I don't know, man. When I gotta go up against somebody named Fetus Killer, I just... People get too
I
gross.
can't even see their names.
No?
No, I don't fucking notice. can watch my Twitch stream.
You let me know. Put up your schedule.
That damn sucker's got to come. my final is on the 21st, so my schedule will be up.
Schedule will open up way up.
Yeah.
You know, the Rev and I were talking the other day, Friday, about how horribly it hurt when Cosby got convicted.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a thought. I was on Twitter, I almost posted it, but I had a thought. I was like, how many of these people complaining about him have ever actually heard one of his albums besides, like, himself?
Very few.
I really only know him from one thing, but it was a huge disappointment to me because so many times when we were living in Michigan, I spent so many hours at the library with headphones on in front of an actual turntable, listening to his records, laughing my ass off, getting told by the librarians to hush. Hours and hours and hours. Because we could never afford anything else. Well, I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't going to the movies. And this in no way excuses anything he ever did. That's not what I'm going for here. What I'm saying is how much it fucking disappointed. I mean, I've looked at a few of his albums. I've got so many of them converted to digital now, and I can't even look at the files. I can't even look at the folders without going, God damn it, man.
Yeah. It's so hard for me not to touch up the IC2C guys.
Put them away! Put them away! Just set them aside, baby. Set them aside. I forgot.
In January, I'll set aside a week so that we can count the story so far.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
We'll do the copy another guy's tutorial, do something Necron related, and then we'll do the story so far. And I'll just get better pictures and stuff because, like, let's face it, I'm down there 5 minutes before we do the Zoom call.
Yeah, but you take pictures so much better than I do anyway. Nobody knows the faults that you're seeing in your photos except you. What else do I want to do to this chick today? I could do that pouch. And touch up that skirt, whatever this thing's called. Where's my Mornfang Brown? Oh, I've already got it here. Haha. I still haven't decided if I'm going to buy a pre-made wet palette or not. Probably not.
If yours is working for you.
I feel that it is, but I wonder if it's working as well as it could.
They're not that expensive. Because you can still use the parchment paper and just use a sponge and a cover.
Well, there's Uncle Atom, who is, I don't know if you've ever seen any of his mini commentary, but he's one of those. He's one of those old graybeard guys that have been doing minis since they were fucking lead. And he's got these mannerisms that are kind of weird. He's got these big heavy glasses like an old guy has, you know, and they're constantly slipping down his nose. And instead of just going grab, push, he goes. Which I guess, I mean, it absolutely does not matter at all. It's just odd.
Unless his hands are dirty from paint or something.
Maybe. But he just goes, oh, this way. Oh, hey, oh my god, my glasses. And he does lots of stuff with his hands, too. He's always like, and when you do this, and, you know, are you a noob? And I don't know. He's got this elder statesman kind of vibe to him, but he's also got this kind of like jaded, tired old man vibe to him as well. So after about 2/3 of the video, you're gonna be like, "Can you just end it, dude? You clearly want to die. You've had it with life on this planet. You just hit stop and just go turn on the car in the garage or something."
That's why I like Eon's a battle, because he's never negative. Sometimes he makes you happy, but he's never negative, and I appreciate that.
But it's like he just you always get the impression that he's just on the edge of a really heavy sigh at any second. He's not even really negative. He gets this vibe that he's just sick of all this shit. It's a vibe. It's nothing he actually says. We haven't had rain for more than a week, so it's dry as friggin' here. So I got to put more water in this pallet already. I just made it new Sunday.
I used the palette for a little while last year because I took like 3 semesters off in a row. So I did more painting and I used the wet palette then, but this 2 days a week isn't worth setting up a palette. I just use my cup.
Well, I haven't. It's a nice Tupperware thing. I got a top for it, but I mean it's evaporated just since I opened it tonight. It's already less wet than it was when I started.
Yeah, I got problems with the mold here, though.
I don't know. It takes weeks for mold to develop on this thing.
We have a different mold content than you guys do.
Mold content?
Environmental. Jesus Christmas. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
How many different paints on these things?
That's it. 27, 28, 29, 30.
What?
31.
Get the fuck out of here. 30 different paints?
Well, my red guy has 4 color highlights. His gun has 4 color highlights as well.
I've only used like 10.
So there's 8. The green for each of my raptors has 3 different greens.
What?
There's four different browns in the pouches.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to paint, but 4 browns for a pouch sounds excessive. That's just me. See,
that's what the guys at the next level do. Oh shit!
Oh no!
I forgot to put a pouch on. It's paint. One of the extra pouches for my raptors.
Oh no!
It's painted and everything, and I didn't put it on. It's even shaded, damn it! I'm not fucking it up now. I'm just gonna put it in the spares box.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Since the raptors are probably gonna be my army, that's okay.
There's too much water in this brown.
I'm tempted to buy a sticker sheet, a decal sheet for my printer so that I can make some Mars-based logos and not rate my my airplane kits for them.
Good idea.
Because all it is like a basic MB and a black triangle.
Oh, you know what I heard you could do? You know all those banners and stuff that like the ancients carry? I read that if you're very careful and you use the right type, you can actually use tissue paper to print out those banners.
Yep.
Really? You knew about this?
And then just melt them on the, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You can even use a real thin copy paper and just soak it on there.
Won't that make the ink run though?
No?
Do you fix the ink in or you just let it dry and you plop it on?
No, just, like, copy paper doesn't run when it gets wet.
I'm wondering how thick it would look. I wonder if it would, how well it would. I mean, it'd have to be really wet to get all the folds in the cloth.
And then you glue coat it and it dries. Like when you wet got a book in it, it gets crinkly and warpy. That's the technique. There's all kinds of propaganda posters and stuff for dioramas. People will just print it out I've even seen Warhammer logos, Warhammer terrain, where they print out like a or the Emperor logo and put it on the side of a wrecked building. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, I figured. I figured they just for things like posters and stuff. I figured they just printed that. They just printed at this tiny ass scale. You know, I mean, I assumed that's what people did. But I was always wondering about how they did it for banners. The banners always because I ain't freehanding that stuff.
Oh, I hate the people who can freehand them.
If you haven't noticed, I'm just trying to waste time at this point because I've got nothing else to do with this thing just yet. And I don't want to touch these girls because I don't want to break their legs again.
I'm calling it good. I'm just waiting for my base to dry. I put the sealant on it, and once that's dry, I'll mount them. Wednesday afternoon, I'll take the pictures so that I'm ready for a Zoom on Thursday.
I dig it. So, it's only 6 minutes before our normal end time, so I think we can call it even here. I have a call to take immediately after the stream, so we're going to have to call it a day here. Alright kids, thanks everybody for coming by. We appreciate every single one of you taking the time to watch our ridiculousness. Don't forget, I need one more follower. Do what?
You guys they're both very important to us.
Both of you, yes. Actually, the lurkers look pretty good today, is there? But, again, thank you. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow with Diablo 2, and I'll see you Wednesday with Bioshock. Boy Sky is over for the week. Won't talk to him till Sunday. So, have a good night.